Mike, it's victory against Scotland. England take the Home Internationals trophy on goal difference, I think. What's your assessment of that win?
Yeah, I mean, the boys really executed the game plan. It was something that we've been trying to work on all weekend and be more focused on, necessarily on the process than the outcome. Obviously, we just did that today. Something that we learned over the weekend as well. That finding the moments, staying level, and that's international lacrosse. You've got to find the moments when they come to you and take them, string moments together, and actually enjoy learning in the process as well, which I think gave us the outcome ultimately with the win.
And that win means it's 2 wins from 3 games at Home Internationals this weekend. What's your assessment of the tournament as a whole, sort of starting slowly and then kind of growing into it?
I mean, it's been great for us because obviously we're preparing for the World Championships in the summer. Playing against senior comps is amazing in terms of the physicality, and I think we had 6 guys here that it was their first international tournament, so again them gaining that and banking that experience. So it's been great for us to spend the time together as well away from the games, and put boys into hotel situations, team pre-game, post-game, all that type of stuff. So holistically it's been great experience for us, and we finally got the Scottish weather today.
And like you said, it's still quite a young squad. Some experienced players moved on after the Euros last year. How important are competitions like this one for younger players, and I guess for the whole team to get that international experience? Yeah,
it's huge because you can't replicate this kind of stuff in training. So yeah, we've got some experienced guys that we also left at home, and guys that played in the Home Internationals, for example, last year, even through to the Euros. So we're just making sure now that we're giving players the opportunities that they deserve and earn and work for, and yeah, so that's another tick in the box for us, kind of on developing these young lines.
And you mentioned it just before, but it's worth noting that this England team, it's been put together from players from the sort of wider under-20 pool, and playing against senior players this weekend. How different is it for players kind of making that step and playing against senior players?
Yeah, I think the boys do really well from a skill perspective and physical perspective a lot of the time. But I think where the biggest gains for them is the experiences. They're playing against guys that genuinely have probably been playing lacrosse longer than some of them have been alive. When you put it like that, then you kind of go, well, yeah, they need to learn experience, and getting an opportunity like this weekend and gives them that exposure, so that when they go to, whether it's a senior championship in 5 years' time or the World Championships this summer with the under-20s, they've got something that they can draw back on and go, yeah, I know what it's like, and it's less daunting, scary, and allows them to go out and play and perform.
And yeah, just finally, it is ramping up, like you say, to the preparations ahead of the World Championship in August. Have you been encouraged generally by what you've seen from the lads over the weekend?
Yeah, massively. As a coach, you'd always want to half an eye on some of the guys, possibles, probables, and that type of thing. But it's great to just see the dynamics within the group, and new dynamics opening, and roles and responsibilities, and also for the coaches, us looking at ourselves as well. It's not necessarily always all about the players. We've got to learn some things as well about ourselves and how we work as a coaching team. So again, that's been a box ticked for us this weekend.
And what's next for the squad just before the Worlds then? Sort of more training and kind of residential
That's
trips?
it, yeah. So we get together in a couple of weeks' time again. We've got an Easter residential, which is going to be 4 days. So again, opportunity to be together for an extended period of time. And then we drop into more regular, frequent training through the spring, summer. A couple of scrimmage games on the horizon, and then 10th of August out to Korea.